Hello, Gemini. This is your slightly delayed new moon in Scorpio reading for the 15th to the 30th of November, from the new moon to the full moon. So I will begin with pulling some psychic tarot messages for you, just to see the major energies that are affecting the Geminis that will be seeing this reading over the next 2 weeks to 6 months. Let's see what's happening. Wow, that's too many cards. Top one's happening, yes. Patience, number 14 from the Major Arcana. It's about waiting. Waiting for divine timing, I guess. Okay, what else is happening for Gemini? We have number 4, firm foundation. And 14, patience. So I'll get the book and I will read that for you, so we get the accurate messages for this reading. Okay, so the first card was patience. And this card signifies the need for patience, self-control, adjustment, moderation, and balance when dealing with others, as well as yourself. This could be in areas of how you think and work, and how you handle school, recreation, the people in your life, or the spiritual path that's set before you. As a soul, you have more than one aspect of yourself to draw on for support. It's all about integration and learning to blend and balance both the physical and the spiritual. You're an ethereal being in a physical body, enjoying a human experience. Therefore, since you are both, you should honor all of you. If you go through life denying yourself the joy of combining these aspects, you're missing out on so much of what the world has to offer. Why accept a life that's half-lived? The Patience card reminds you to open your heart and mind and allow yourself to listen to other people's ideas, thoughts, and perspectives. Blissful harmony can be achieved when everyone learns to work as one. All benefit. Listening, sharing, and reaching out will help you renew your faith in yourself and humankind. You'll become more aware of the miracles around you, as well as the ones that you have a hand in creating. So in the traditional tarot, it's the Temperance card. It's about balance. So going with the flow, ebbs and flows of life. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so firm foundation was your other card, and I believe that maybe in the physical, yes, with the red border. Okay, this is the card Firm Foundation. It says this card denotes that you have already or are currently working toward establishing a solid foundation in the material world. Using good judgment and heeding lessons from the past concerning financial matters will assist you in laying a firm groundwork. By doing so, security will have a better chance of building in the future. The material power that's now around you can either be an advantage or a disadvantage, depending on how you respond to it. Don't let your current position determine who you are. Remember to give back and prime the pump of prosperity. For true spiritual and material wealth is as much about giving as it is receiving. Seek proper investment advice and realize that you don't have to hold on to your possessions too tightly. Just be flexible and allow things to continue to flow. Sorry, I was moving the card while I was reading. Okay, let us pull some Moonology Oracle cards to see what the past, present, and future energies are for the Geminis that will be seeing these readings from the 15th to the 30th of November. So, what do we have for the past energy for Gemini, please, for this reading? Gemini, 15th to the 30th. Ooh. Cards are knocking other cards over. Wow, new moon in Virgo. A time to give rather than take. That was in the past. Then, what is the current present time energy for Gemini for this reading, please? We have new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. Yeah. Then, what is in the future for Gemini for this reading, please? From the 15th to the 30th. What's the overall energy for the future? Wow, fixed moon. Hold your vision. Know your worth. Know where you're going. Know that nobody else needs to understand your path but you. That is all that matters. Especially when it's a spiritual one. Okay. There's actually a thought that occurred to me earlier today. Was that there are how many? 9 billion human beings. So there are 9 billion different paths to ascension. Really. Because you can do it your way. You don't have to do it anybody else's way. You can listen to 500 different people about how they did theirs, and you can take a little bit, 2 cents from each person's thing and create your own, yeah? No, there is no one size fits all solution or answer in spirituality at all. And if anybody's trying to tell you that, then I think they're just trying to, not to be mean, but they're just pushing their own view and agenda, and they're not letting you grow and expand and learn in your own time and your own way. So I'm not claiming to be a teacher or any authority, but I'm just, speaking from the soul. So, in the past, we have the Page of Pentacles. So, Gemini, this could be you, or this could be an earth sign in your energy. Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And, okay, there are no accidents, so there could be a Leo involved, and they could just be embodying these traits, but they could be seeing you as this pentacle, as this very, very precious thing that has entered their life, or had entered their life, and it was very valuable. Could be you, could be a job, could be anything, could be something in the physical world. But there is someone around you that feels very strongly about something in the physical world that they've come across. Something that they desire. Okay, what comes next? Then we've got 7 of Wands, about standing your ground. Knowing who you are, why you are here, what you are made of, what you've been through, and how much of other people's stuff you will not tolerate. Stuff is a word for it. What comes after the 7 of Wands in this reading, please? We have the High Priestess. So this could be you starting to balance your masculine and feminine energies, or also possibly embodying your higher self. That is some major progress on your spiritual path there. But that's the thing, it's kind of like you've come a long way, you've learned a lot, you've got a lot to share, but you need to stand your ground and know that your journey and your path is as important and valid as the next person, because you're starting to stand in your power, you're starting to embody your higher self and sort of evolve more, so you need to be a bit more confident in yourself in that sense. Okay. To take all 3 of these cards. Alright, so then we have the 2 of Wands, about decisions, but it's a no-brainer decision. You have the world in your hands. What decision is there to make? Take it and run with it. You already know there's a decision at hand, or a decision that needs to be made, but it's almost like you're refusing to make it. Whether it's you or this King of Pentacles, once again, a sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody embodying their sign, somebody that's quite evolved, someone that's in this world but not of it, good at business, good at spirituality, good with everything, good parent, good business person. You know, they could be an entrepreneur, but they're very abundant, very stable, very grounded person. So, we will look more at these cards in a moment. Final card for the past is the Devil. Devil is codependency, addictions, and narcissism, unhealthy behavior patterns, manipulation, all of that, lying, cheating, all of it can fall into that category, unfortunately. So I'm sorry to be the bearer of unpleasant subjects, but I do not censor my readings. Hopefully you can see those cards well there. Okay. Now let us see what the cards have to say for the current timeline energy. So it's time to take action. What do you want to tell Gemini about that, please? Whoa, that's way too many cards. Let's start with one at a time, please. It's time to take action for Gemini, the 15th to the 30th of November 2020. Time is not linear, guys, so yes, I'm saying 15th to 30th of November, but whenever you see this, it's probably going to apply to you. Because I do set an intention that whoever's meant to see it will see it. So, in the current energy, we have the card of petty fighting. This is really immature. Kids fighting. I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. I'm cuter than you. I have a bigger stick than you. That kind of energy. Ugh. Very petty. Sorry to say it there. Then we have 7 of Pentacles beneath the 7 of Wands. About standing your ground and being patient. You had the card of patience. It is definitely playing out for you big time at the moment. So knowing that you've laid the groundwork for something, and there will one day soon be some sort of result or reward or fruits of your labor coming to you. Okay. What's next after the 7 of Pentacles for the current energy, please, for this reading for Gemini? Okay? Justice is the next card. It's about karmic balance, fairness, the universe rewarding you for good deeds of the past, you having repaid your karma and good things coming your way. Followed by the patience card, it's almost like that's why you're being patient, because you know good things are happening. Then we have Six of Cups, soulmate recognition, past life connection. There is definitely like a twin flame, soulmate, divine counterpart energy through this reading. Also, all of them have had that. It is a fact that there is divine intervention happening at the moment to bring twin flames and divine counterparts together, because it is vital for the Earth's ascension and humanity's ascension. So I feel like there's an energy of this person, or the recognition of this person, being underneath the Two of Wands about the decision, the no-brainer decision. It's like, hang on, you know who this person is. You feel it, you know it. Something going on there, but I'll look at the cards a little bit more carefully. This is a card of recognition. So it's almost like previously you may have realized this, but you didn't really recognize this person to be your true twin flame, or your divine counterpart, or a soul connection that really matters to you. But there is something that has stirred in you, or has been activated or triggered in the last few weeks, or leading up to the 15th through to the 30th of this month, that has made you sort of go, this is it, this is the person, this is them. There's a realization or a recognition happening. Realization and recognition that this is your soulmate and you want to come into a harmonious union with them. However, that card is beneath the devil. So, somebody's had addictions, codependency, something going on, third-party situation, karmics, all of that in the mix. So, that was in the past, but in the present, there is the realization, recognition, and the desire is being triggered for that union to happen. So let's look at the future. Hold your vision, fixed moon. What do you want to tell Gemini about the future? Ooh. Gosh. Indecision, because you're not seeing all the facts, or not willing to see all the facts. Being stuck in a stalemate. Underneath the Five of Wands, which is very immature, very petty. Sorry to say, somebody's being a little immature here. Okay, then we've got the Queen of Swords. Maybe it's the Queen of Swords. Air sign energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So yeah, could be you again. Someone that's been hurt, so they kind of once bitten, twice shy. They don't really want to open their heart up to somebody so quickly, because they're scared that it's going to be ripped to shreds again, like it has been in the past. And she can be a little bit harsh and a bit cutting about it. But let's see what else comes after the Queen of Swords. Yeah, she's holding tight. She's not letting anyone in. She's putting a pentacle up against her heart and blocking everybody out. That heart chakra is blocked, because she feels like there's a sense of injustice or unfairness in whatever this is that's going on here. Okay. Then we have the Page of Swords. Another air sign energy, but very insecure, very immature, young sort of air sign energy. Can be a spy, can be somebody that's sort of a bit, doesn't have the courage to approach you, but wants to be around you, wants to know what's happening, wants to know your business. Almost like a secret admirer energy too, because it is underneath the Six of Cups. It's almost like could be the twin watching you from afar, going, oh, when are you going to be okay to let me in? When are you going to bring your barriers down? When are you going to put your walls down, honey? Oh, it comes after the Page of Swords. Wow. Okay, so the Tower comes after the Page of Swords. There is going to be a undoing of unstable foundations, karmics, ending of soul contracts, that kind of thing. Things that were built on unstable foundations coming to an end. Now, this does not have to be a conflict or a big explosion like the whole building catching on fire, but it can be some sort of a moment where you kind of have a realization that certain relationships, connections, interactions have reached their due date, their expiry date. They are well and truly not for you anymore. And whether it's a realization or the actual cutting of those ties that's happening in the future energy, whatever it is, it's actually bringing you into a lot of balance and sobriety. That is a really good thing, because we had in the past the devil energy, then in the present the desire to come into a union with your twin or your divine counterpart. Then the card of sobriety and balance and releasing all that devil energy, so that you can actually come into union with your twin, into a balanced, harmonious union. That's just at first glance. That's what I'm getting. And also at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. So the happily ever after is on the horizon. It isn't far away. However, there is stuff that needs to be addressed in the meanwhile, my friends. Okay. Grab a drink. All these cards are correct. So let us see. As I was saying, Gemini, this is a sign energy. Young person, a messenger, very sincere, very innocent and loving. He's looking at that pentacle, which is something in the physical world that he loves very, very dearly and he values. And he's putting it up like, oh my gosh, you're the most precious, most stunning thing I have ever come across. It's either a person, a place, or a thing. Yeah, it could be a career option and something like that, but I feel like somebody sees you like this. It could be your twin, divine counterpart, divine masculine, feminine, whoever it is. Then we move on to the energy of someone needing to stand their ground. This is also fire sign energy, so Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But this is about knowing that you've come a really long way and you climbed this mountain by yourself through much effort, and now all these little 6-1s underneath you, they're trying to whack you and knock you off your perch because they're just jealous and they're just hating on you. Why? No reason why. You earned this position fair and square. You need to remember that, because whoever these people are, they're just petty. Okay? Petty. And I look at 5 of Wands, that petty little, oh, but I want what he's having or she's having. Like, why? Because do you think you could walk in my shoes a day and survive that? I don't think so. Like, you want what I'm having, but you couldn't handle my life. Like, think about it, people. Yeah, it's that kind of energy. So please do not let these people bring you down or affect you too much, because it happens when Ascension kicks in. People don't realize how hard it is, but when you do dig deep and you do your shadow work and you do go through your dark nights of the soul and you do your healing, you come out a more balanced and more whole human being, and you don't need so many people. So the haters are going to be there to attack you and try and bring you down and be like, oh, no, what, you think you're special, blah, 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 blah. I've had that kind of thing from my own family. But it is what it is. It's just their shadows and their ego and their damage talking, and you got to have compassion for that. Okay? And I think you will, Gemini, because you're quite balanced and you're embodying your divine masculine and your feminine and your higher self, possibly, for some of you. Yeah, this is a general reading. For some of you, you may be at the divine masculine feminine balancing stage. Excuse me. For others of you, you may be at the higher self-embodiment stage. So we're all on a different path. But this is a really, really good card. In the past, you've kind of leveled up. You have come a long way. And I think you kind of realize that you're feeling it. Like, she looks really comfortable in her own skin to me. Yeah, it's like she's sitting pretty. But I feel like either you or somebody else is in need of making a decision. Okay? And yes, this decision, I believe, involves a King of Pentacles. Whether it's a masculine or feminine, it does not matter. Somebody predominantly masculine. Could be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I feel like there is a decision that needs to be made in regards to this King of Pentacles and yourself. It could be the King of Pentacles that needs to make the decision. But they're not making the decision. They're kind of at a stalemate. They're refusing to make a decision, I feel, purely because the Devil card is there. Okay? It's like, you know what decision you should make. You've got the world in your hands. What are you waiting for? Drop that wand and walk with the world. You have the world. The High Priestess is the world. What are you waiting for, King of Pentacles? What? To release the karmics? To release your addiction to people, places, things, substances? Your vanity, your ego? What is it? The people that stroke your ego that you desire so much? Is that what it is that's keeping you stuck? I'm sorry to say it, but this card is all about vanity, ego, superficial, shallow desires. This is not love. There's no light here, okay? This is all darkness. This is all negative. This is low vibrational, emotionless, almost reptilian energy. Do you know what I mean? Like, for those of you that understand what those things, what those energies kind of imply. Yeah, no emotion. When you're talking about soulmates and divine counterparts and things like that, it is all emotion. It is from the soul. There is none of that devil energy, okay? It is a pure connection. So you, or the King of Pentacles, is kind of stuck, well, was kind of stuck in the past, in the devil energy. And codependent behavior, narcissistic behavior. Maybe they've been in previously abusive relationships and they're into a pattern of repeating those abusive relationship patterns, like just punishing the next guy without realizing they're punishing the next guy. We've all been there. It depends on your level of evolution and your spiritual growth. Depending on how much healing you've done and clearing your own baggage determines how much you're going to bleed on other people, yeah? So I feel like somebody, this twin or you possibly, hasn't embraced their healing as much, and the devil energy's addiction to people, places, things, substances, whatever it may be, might be a real problem or an issue that's kind of delaying things and the progress. And my eyes now fall to the present energy row where we've got the Five of Wands. So I mean, if you've got addictions and things like that, all you're going to do is want to be around the people that are involved in your addiction, not the people that are not involved in your addiction. No matter how much your divine counterpart might seem like this, amazing being that like comes and there's beams of light shining from behind them and doves flying out of their robe. They might seem like this amazing, magnificent creature, but still, you can't gravitate towards their light when you're too busy slumming it with the devil and these children that are too busy being pathetic and shallow and self-destructive. All they're doing is hurting themselves. Whatever you do to hurt another person, you're only doing to yourself, ladies and gentlemen. So these people are not the people for you or the other person. However, the realization is kind of kicking in slowly because we've still got that energy coming into the current row, yeah? So I feel like you or the other person, whoever is a little bit more advanced that can sort of see this, is in a state of waiting, like being patient and waiting for the universe to pretty much deliver your divine justice or your karmic rewards, your just desserts, like standing in your knowing, in your divine knowing, in your inner authority, knowing that good things are coming. And those good things are a soulmate union. And you know it in your heart and soul. And the thing is, you or the other person, vice versa, is waiting for that person to realize, register, wake up to this connection and go, oh shoot, I need to come into union with my divine counterpart because this is ridiculous. I can't slum it with this addiction of people, places, things, substances, whatever it is, and keep selling myself short when this beautiful, profoundly divinely guided spiritual connection awaits me. Okay, whether this is you or the other person, like this is a very specific reading, very twin flamey too. But it's just like, yeah, Gemini, it's either you or the other person. You know that stuff's not right at the moment. Like things are really petty and a bit stupid, and it's like, God, I'm so much more mature than this. Why am I even having to deal with this shit? I'm just gonna back off and patiently wait for the universe to bring me what's mine, because I know my divine counterpart, my beloved, is meant to be mine. They just have to wake up and realize who they are and who I am and come back to me. That is all. Okay? It's pretty specific. But it's kind of like, yeah, you are. Currently, you know that you or somebody else knows that somebody has to work something out. And justice is coming. The universe is conspiring in your favor. You know it in your heart and your soul. Your higher self is telling you that. It's all coming, but just a matter of time, yeah? Let's look at your future, yeah? It says hold your vision. It's like your inner knowing is telling you to be patient because justice is coming in your divine counterpart is coming into your life. But in the future energy, we still have a state of indecision because whoever it is that was involved in the devil energy is not breaking free of that, possibly not seeing all the facts or not willing to see all the facts. You've got a blindfold on, man. How are you going to see all the facts if you got a blindfold on? Take the blindfold off. Maybe that'll help you make a decision. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this could be you or the other person, but it's almost like they're not breaking free from their addiction or their attachment to all the unhealthy patterns because they're sort of kind of playing dumb. And notice another thing is, I'm saying they're playing dumb. Check this out. You can actually see him peeking out from underneath that blindfold. So it's kind of a convenient state of not knowing, This person is a bit of a game player. I'm sorry to say that. I just heard playing games. So it's just like, no, you don't not know. You know what you need to know. You're just being a shit and being indecisive. Because what, you want to play power games? Is that it? You want to be the Queen of Swords? Do you want to try and say, oh, well, I've been hurt, so I have the power to hurt people as I wish? No, you don't. Okay? I'm feeling like this Queen of Swords energy could be the other person. Or could be you. But it's like this indecision is really going to be kind of annoying for the Queen of Swords, which is possibly you, where you're kind of tired. You've been patient. You have to sit here and defend yourself to people that you should not have to defend yourself to, and then be patient to wait for the universe to deliver what is good for you, and then you're more indecision and more immature. Yes, I don't know about that. That would trigger a Queen of Swords for sure. So I feel like you or the other person, you possibly, in this state of waiting, you're just gonna hold on tight. You're gonna start building your money, saving up your money, focusing on your spiritual practice, your spiritual business, whatever it may be, and just sort of building your own stability and keeping things as calm and balanced in your own reality as you possibly can, because things aren't resolving the way you'd like to. It's almost like that this is just a waiting game. Then we've got the Page of Swords. It's almost like either you or the other person turns into the Page of Swords. It's like a spy energy. It's like, okay, yeah, well, I'm not, this decision hasn't been made that will be able to propel this situation forward or move it forward in any way. So in the meanwhile, I'm just going to keep tabs on this person and keep an eye and make sure that, they're not keeping their options open or moving on and finding somebody else. That kind of thing. It's a little bit stalkery, a little bit spy energy, but it's a very insecure person. Someone that has a lot of self-doubt. They do not know their worth. They do not know who and what they are in this world. So try to have a little compassion for that, because I feel like somehow something's going to come out where you're going to find out about this spy energy, and there is going to be a bit of a moment where things get said, possibly some truths are shared. It could be a conflict, could be drama, but whatever it is all the lies and the false image and false foundations that were portrayed by someone in your life are kind of coming to the surface. It's all going to fall apart. The facade is going to fall apart. And when the facade falls apart and the truth comes out, there will be balance, there will be sobriety, there will be healing. Okay? So I really feel like something is about to hit the fan for this person involved in the devil energy. And yes, it involves you. It's possible that you'll be keeping an eye on things and you'll see or hear or find out something that is going to bring about a confrontation regarding this addiction or the third party, whatever it is that the devil energy is about. And, when you've got the Temperance card, which is about sobriety, like twice, and the devil card, I do feel like there are addictions going on here. And someone's going to get busted and going to have to go to rehab or something like that. Whether that gets busted by a person in their life or busted by the authorities. We've got the Justice card smack bang in the middle of this reading. Okay, that can represent authorities. So it is possible that whoever it is that's got the addiction is going to face some karmic results for their behavior, because I don't believe this is short-term behavior. I believe this is long-term behavior. It's kind of like, hang on. You thought you could fool the universe and get away with absolutely everything. No, you can't. Settle down. Get your shit together. It's like that. I really feel like there are some people that have been pushing the, but free will, it's okay, it's all good, all is good, all is good. No, not all is good when you're on a divine path and you are divinely guided and the universe keeps telling you what to do, but you keep on ignoring it like an ostrich. No, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot ignore the divine and get away with it. I don't think there is much else to say. For the sequence of cards, it's pretty specific reading, but I know it will reach the people that it needs to. So, let us finish off with some Heart and Soul Oracle messages. We've had 3 for all the other readings, so let's see if we can get 3 for you as well. There they are. First one says, sometimes the true purpose of things is hidden from view. Something doesn't quite make sense at the moment, but it soon will. All is about to change, a blessing is on its way, and many more will follow. Soon you will feel as though it's raining rose petals from heaven. Much like the picture. Heart-shaped rose petals. Your second card is, something you love may be coming to an end, and it's only natural for you to be saddened. However, this ending also provides a new beginning. All unfolds for your highest good. Life is full of transformation, and with a new beginning comes a new chapter in the story that is you. Yes, Gemini, do not fear change. Then we have, it is not a matter of containing your emotions, rather the opposite is required. You must express your emotions in order to heal them. Say what you feel, be gentle, be truthful, and do not blame anyone in the process, especially yourself. All emotions can be transformed by love. A conscious desire to do so is all it takes. It's okay to feel the way you do. That's a beautiful message. Okay, and now we will end this with a few messages from the Aboriginal Turtle Oracle. These can be kind of tough love, but we'll see. So, love. Before you can truly love another, you need to open your heart and allow yourself to receive love first. If you open your heart to love, it will flow into your soul. Then we have reassessment. Time to take another look at this situation. There are many possibilities, however, each possibility will lead you to the same outcome. You have nothing to lose. And the final message is trust. Don't trust what you are being told. There is more to this situation. The answer lies within the finer details which are not being shared with you. Yeah. Well, when people are having addictions that are being hidden and things like that, unfortunately that happens. And I really do feel for anyone that is dealing with that. But there is help out there. There is plenty of stuff. If you're willing to, be open to the assistance, there is help out there. So sending all of you love and light, and I will see you for the full moon. Thank you.